This morning we are back in First Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'm sure you're ready for me to move on. And so this morning we will. We're going to read verses 11 through 13. So starting in 11 of chapter 5, First Thessalonians chapter 5, starting in verse 11. Therefore, encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing. But we appeal to you, brothers and sisters, to respect those who labor among you and have charge of you in the Lord and admonish you. Esteem them very highly in love because of their work. Be at peace among yourselves. What a beautiful message from the Apostle Paul to every Christian in God's kingdom. Paul starts by telling us to encourage each other in our faith. Now, people rarely get encouragement in church, at least not directly. So, how do we do it? There is a hint in Paul's terminology here, for he next uses a term, build up, remarkably similar to edify in English. Now, to edify means to teach someone, and it comes from a root that means literally to build. In modern English, an edifice means a building, particularly a large or imposing one. The Greek word is exactly parallel. It is derived from the Greek verb meaning to build, and it's the same verb in Matthew chapter 7, verse 24, that talks about a wise man who built his house on the rock. So Paul gives us simultaneous meanings. We should enlighten each other and build each other up. And this could be as simple as sharing our witness with someone else to let them hear that another person shares their love of Christ and conviction in him. Or it might mean, if we know something useful, we speak up, not fearing embarrassment. Now, people who teach or lead at church need encouragement as well. We're told to love and respect those who work and those who teach. And Paul actually makes up a word to describe how much we need to do this. He starts with a superlative, like most exceedingly or exceedingly list. Exceedingliest. There it is. And adds a super to the beginning. He was not one to avoid overstatement. Okay. Now, specifically included in those we must honor in the utmost are those who admonish us, which likely includes leaders who correct us. It is indeed painful to give honor to someone who criticizes you. And in this day and age of democracy and self-actualization, most people react to criticism, no matter how justified or helpful, with hostility or at least defensiveness. And this is, however, the duty of the clergy. And the failing of churches today is often that the clergy pander to the congregation. Martin Luther advised preachers, always preach in such a way that if people listening do not come to hate their sin, they will instead hate you. We know that clergy are not perfect. In fact, the temptation to pride is so great that even I am infected with it almost immediately, and I'm constantly tempted to criticize people for their pridefulness. So Paul instructs us in a specific instance of Christ's teaching. In Luke chapter 6, he says, "You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take out the speck that is in your brother's eye." Paul requires us to apply this to even the clergy, even me. We must learn and be chastised by those who are themselves not perfect, and we have to give them great love and honor for their efforts. Please pray with me. You wake us up to enjoy praising you because you created us for yourself, and our hearts are restless until they find peace in you. Amen.